1 million jabs booked this weekend. Ample evidence that enthusiasm for the vaccine rollout spans all generations. But as 18-year-olds lined up for their first jab and 30-somethings get their second, now the prospect of a third dose looms, for some at least. GPs have delivered 3/4 of the vaccinations so far. Today, they warned that running an autumn booster programme at the same pace without more support would be too much of a strain.
At the moment, general practice is being stretched to close to breaking point, but we're managing to keep going. We really need to think through potentially big workload issues like the vaccination programme to make sure that we get it right for the good of our patients, for the good of our communities, and that we don't, as you say, put even more strain on general practice.
One potential problem is the COVID booster programme would coincide with the autumn flu vaccination drive, which will be vital this year. Last winter, thanks to the precautions we all took, flu didn't get a look in. Unfortunately, that has made a bad flu epidemic this winter more likely.
The real fear is that the absence of the virus means that people will not have made immune responses to those viruses and potentially be more susceptible to a bigger epidemic this winter. So I think that has to come into the planning. We can't focus exclusively on COVID and imagine that we can ignore the rest.
So how do people feel about the prospect of being called in for a third COVID shot?
As long as COVID can go quicker, hopefully, I'll happily get it.
We need to get through this, don't we? So, yeah.
If it's going to keep us free and living a bit longer.
It's very important to preserve our lives and protect our lives.
That's fine. Like, if that's what makes it work, then that's what I would be up for.
The government will set out plans for an autumn booster programme in a few weeks' time. And ministers have already acknowledged there is a need to ensure the NHS isn't put under further pressure. Catherine Jones, 5 News.